All right, today we are going to pick pedals, pick a pedal board, lay everything all out, and make sure all the connections are correct using the Rockboard pedal board configurer to make my personal new pedal board. I'm excited about this. I hope you guys are too. Let's head over to the website. You just go to rockboard.de. Make sure you pick your language, English. I want to be English. You can sign in, create an account. And what's cool is, I think if you scroll all the way to the, yes, down here, you can test it now. It is the board configurer. So let's test it right now. I've already done a few, but let's just create a brand new board. An image is being created. Let's open the board generator, and we're going to be able to do so much with this so that we can thoroughly plan our board. There's going to be no more guessing because you can like literally connect pedal to pedal. Unlike Pedal Playground, I think, which I don't know how to do this on Pedal Playground. If you can like put in a generic pedal, which is just like a clear block, but on this app, this desktop editor, you can actually upload your own photos of the pedals that you have. Or like if you want to grab a screenshot off the internet and upload it, as long as you get the dimensions right, you can put pedals on here if they don't already have them in their system. So first, let's make a pedal board. So we're gonna say add pedal. We're gonna go over here to the pedal board. I have the Quad 4.2, so there it is. You can name it. So let's just name this Jimmy's. Description of the board you can put in if you want, and we'll close that. I can zoom in and scroll out, which I really love. It's just easy to like place pedals around the edges. So what I know is gonna go on this, we're gonna select add pedal. We know we are adding the HX stomp. So you can see it's got all the HX stomps in here. I'm just gonna use a little black one. I'm gonna put it down here. Just my regular little HX stomp. Let's add another pedal. I know I have the Dunlop, what's it called? The X Mini. Let's put this down in this corner. Now, one of the things I'm very excited about, and this is one of the ones I had to add to their system, and that is the new Jet Pedals Eternity? No, the Jet Pedals Unity 6 MIDI controller. So let's find it. Unity 6. Boom, there it is, added to the board. Now, when you add a pedal to the board, in my experience, did I just delete it? It takes like up to 24 hours. It took like, I did this yesterday and it just came in today. I'll show you the process. But I won't be able to show you immediately because there is a power supply I'm gonna be using that's not on here, but there you go. There's that. I know I wanna add a pedal, the Kernum Bridge. Boom, right there. Definitely adding that. And that fits really well right there. At the top, we have the Bloom, Jackson Audio Bloom. That's gonna be my compressor. I'll put that right there. I also have the new, and I added this one the other day, which was the Case Study Aspen Drive. Boom, there it is. I literally took this photo. You kind of see, maybe it looks a little weird. I took it on my desk with my iPhone and just uploaded it. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I have the JHS Prestige. Boom, there that goes. I'm gonna put this here. And what's cool about this pedal board is that, actually I think this is gonna go over here. We'll mess with it here in a second. As I'm using the Tonex 1. And I'm gonna use a dual Tonex 1 situation. So we will add 2 of them. And this, I don't know where that's going yet. Then I'm gonna have the Jet pedals. Yes, the Revelation. It's gonna go somewhere over there. Eternity, yeah, somewhere right here. And I also have the Walrus Audio M1. And then I also have the HX1. Boom, right there. So, what's cool about this is it lets you like see everything, and you know, don't overlap obviously, but you also have to give yourself room for the actual ins and outs of these pedals. So like this one might be a little close. I'm gonna try to get these as close as I can. I think this is about right. Something like that. And then this one here, we're gonna double click on it and then just rotate it. I'm gonna slide this in right here. And we can zoom in and see. I may have to slide these up a bit, and there's plenty of room, as you can see. I'm just trying to make sure we have room for all this stuff, and I can spread these out a little bit more, I believe. Well, let's keep these nice and tight because I think I'm gonna need all that room between these pedals. I'm only coming in the top jacks here. I'm not gonna use expression on this. I am gonna use MIDI on the outside, so that may have to stick out. I think I'm gonna use MIDI. So there you go. Now, my mod patch bay, I'm using the mod 3. Boom, mod 3 version 2. Boom, right there. So you can put that there. Source instrument is gonna be just my guitar. So I can just pick a guitar. I can say Reverend Gil Paris. And then my output destination is just a bear ringer wing. Add to the board. If you had an amp right there, you could send it to your amp. It actually has a picture of an amp right there. Okay, so that is my board, and I can see that it all looks good. Now, one of the cool things about this is we can also adjust for signal flow. But before I do that, let me put in my power supplies. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 of them for the HX Stomp. I need 13. So I'm gonna add my Chalks DC7. That is 7 of them. 13 minus 7 is 6. I also have the DC8 expander right there. Okay, so there's my power. That's all the power I need, because that's just enough. I also have the 4, and that's what I was gonna put in here. I didn't see the Chalks 4 in here anywhere. And so what we can do is, let's just do it real quick. I can take a picture on my phone and throw it over there, or I can see if there's a good picture of a top down. We will save the image to the desktop. Now it says suggest a new pedal. Yes, Chalks 4. Create and edit. Oh, my pop-up didn't work. Okay, so right here I can change the dimensions. So what's the dimensions of a 2.9 by 3.5? There it is. Oh, the Chalks 4. I'll just say power supply. Put in some of this information in here. It may have power supply. Power supply. Boom. Let's upload the image. So you can go like this, press confirm, remove the background, and there it is. And we have it. We're done. We push submit. You're about to submit. You can make changes if you want. Now, when we go to add a pedal, oh, it immediately did that one. Weird. It took it a while to do it last time. All right, so there's our pedal board. Now, what's cool is we can do signal flow. And when you add pedals, you have to tell it the ins and outs. And so like if I double click on this, I could have some suggestion changes. It'll give us the pedal, and we can add a connection. So we can just say power. Is there RCA on here? RCA would be cool. So maybe there's a suggestion, because I know that the Chalks has like the RCA inputs. But you can say it's an output. Boom. Add another one. Power. Now if I go over here and refresh, I wonder if that'll be in there. So let's go to signal flow, and it shows you, it's not up there yet, but it shows you all the ins and outs of all the pedals. That way you can go ahead and start dreaming up not dreaming up, but showing which pedals you need to hook up. So I'm gonna do signal flow. First of all, I wanna come in here with my guitar. So guitar, boom, to there. So now my guitar, it shows me that it was already connected, good. And then I'm gonna leave this and go to the front of my Bloom. And I'm gonna leave the Bloom and go into the input of the Unity, because there's a looper here. And then I'm gonna leave the send and go into the kernel. I'm gonna come out of the kernel and go back into the Unity 6. I'm gonna leave the Unity 6 again and go into the case study Aspen drive, leave, go back. Then I'm going to leave again and go into the JHS Prestige. Then I'm gonna leave there, go back. Then I'm gonna come out of this and go into the expression pedal. I'm gonna leave the expression pedal, and I believe I'm gonna go into the front of the HX Stomp. And now I'm going to leave stereo and go into the M1. And leave here, go here. This is pretty easy. Boom, boom, boom. Now, one of the things I don't know about how I want to use this HX1 is that I'm using my dual tone X, and I want my amps to be at the end of the chain, except I want the ability to have like a clean boost, pure volume come after my amps. And I'm thinking about placing this HX1 after the tone X's. And if I want to use it as a reverb, I just won't be able to use it as drive or anything like that. But I was just thinking about, I don't know. Sometimes I want to just be able to have a lead boost, but I don't want to send more volume into the amps. I just want, like, I got used to having the Helix and be able to set a parameter foot switch on the Helix and just being able to say, hey, I just want to add 4 dB of everything for a solo boost. And I want to have that ability, and I don't want it to send more gain into the tone X. So we're going to leave the Revelation this left goes here. This right goes here. Then I'm gonna come out of this tone X and come in. Come out of this tone X and come in. Then I'm gonna come out of this and come back out. And the only other thing is that I thought maybe under the board, I would be able to maybe put like the Walrus audio canvas or something where I can go into it out of the HX1 and into my Rockboard V3 and be able to use the 1/4 inch or XLR. How cool is this? I have literally planned my board. I can even do the same thing with the power supply, I believe. Now, on these, you would have to go back in, somebody didn't do this, and you would normally see the ins and outs of the power, but right here, like this one has power, this one has power, and I could show that I have enough power, but I know I have enough power. Okay, there we go. So that's what it looks like, and I have everything here already. And that's what it looks like. It's literally just like it is on the computer. It's the same that it is on the board, just like that. So now I'm gonna hook all this up eventually in another video. So you have to make sure you're subscribed for that one. Hey, let me know any questions that you have with the Rockboard stuff. They did not sponsor this video yet. They are planning on sending me some things, but I had already purchased this Rockboard pedal board. It's over there, and the only reason I did is because I love it. I've been using it as I've been building pedal boards. I don't advertise that a lot, but I assemble pedal boards together and ship them back to their customers. And my first one ever, somebody sent a Rockboard pedal board, and I was like, this thing is awesome. It's lightweight, it's huge, it has plenty of room underneath for routing cables. And so I've just been using that. And as people make suggestions, I'm like, hey, have you ever considered Rockboard? And so I reached out to them, and they want to help sponsor some of the little things that I need for my board. I thought about maybe adding more pedals, but I would definitely have to like go up in a pedal board side. So you'll just subscribe and see what I end up doing in one of the coming, soon to come videos. If you're watching this because you want to know how to use like your HX Stomp or HX1 with some other pedals, I have a tone secrets guide for both the HX World and the Pod Go. Go grab that. My free gift to you. It just shows like play by play of how I make a preset, screenshots of HX Edit, and kind of I've written out some things that are very important to know. So if you want that, go get that. My free gift to you. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.